In the golden halls of Asgard, where gods walk among eternal flames and destiny itself is woven into tapestries of fate, one goddess stands above all others in wisdom and motherly devotion. She is Frigg, the All-Mother, queen of the Aesir and keeper of secrets that even Odin cannot fathom. Frigg emerges from the mists of Norse cosmology as daughter of Fjörgyn, the earth goddess, making her a being of both divine and primordial power. Her marriage to Odin wasn't merely political, it was cosmic necessity. Where Odin represented raw knowledge and war, Frigg embodied wisdom, domestic harmony, and the sacred bonds of family. Ancient sources describe her as dwelling in Fensalir, her great hall whose name means marsh halls, where she received the dead who died of illness or old age. Her lineage connected her to the Vanir through her mother, yet she ruled supreme among the Aesir. This dual heritage granted her unique insight into both the wild magic of nature and the ordered power of Asgard. Her very name, derived from the Proto-Germanic root meaning beloved or wife, reveals her fundamental role as the archetypal divine feminine, balancing Odin's masculine cosmic force. Frigg's power transcends simple domestic authority. She commands the very fabric of fate itself. Her most fearsome ability was her gift of prophecy, knowing the future as clearly as the past, yet bound by cosmic law never to reveal what she saw. She alone possessed the knowledge of every soul's destiny, including the doom of gods themselves. Her spinning wheel wove the clouds across the sky, and her golden spindle drew forth the threads of mortal lives. As goddess of marriage and childbirth, she blessed unions and protected mothers through labor's trials. Her sacred animals, the falcon and the stork, carried messages between the 9 realms at her command. Frigg's authority over the household extended to all of Midgard. No oath sworn within a home could be broken without her knowledge. She commanded a retinue of divine handmaidens, Fulla, who kept her secrets, Na, who rode across the 9 worlds as her messenger, and Helene, who protected those Frigg favored. Her power over weather rivaled the gods themselves, as she could summon mist to hide travelers or clear skies to aid heroes. Most remarkably, she possessed the only key to Odin's armory, controlling access to the weapons that could end worlds. The most tragic tale of Frigg centers on her beloved son Balder, whose prophetic dreams of death filled all Asgard with dread. When seers confirmed that Balder would indeed perish, Frigg embarked on an unprecedented mission to extract oaths from every living thing that they would never harm her son. She traveled through all 9 realms, speaking to fire and water, metals and stones, plants and animals, diseases and poisons. All swore their binding oaths, save one, the humble mistletoe, which seemed too young and harmless to matter. Yet Loki, the trickster god, discovered this oversight and crafted a dart from mistletoe wood. During the gods' games of testing Balder's invulnerability, Loki guided the blind god Hodor's hand, and the innocent dart struck Balder down. Frigg's anguished screams shattered the foundations of Asgard itself. Desperate to reclaim her son, she sent Hermodr to Hel's realm to negotiate Balder's return. Hel agreed, but only if every being in creation would weep for Balder. All wept save one, an old woman who was Loki in disguise. Thus Balder remained in Hel's domain until Ragnarok. Another tale speaks of Frigg's cunning during a war between the Vandals and the Winnowind. While Odin favored the Vandals, Frigg supported the Winnowind. She advised the Winnowind women to tie their long hair beneath their chins like beards and position themselves where Odin would see them at dawn. When Odin awoke and asked about these long beards, like party, Frigg reminded him that he must now grant them victory, having given them a name. Thus the Lombards earned their name and their triumph through Frigg's wisdom. Ancient Germanic peoples revered Frigg as the supreme divine mother, invoking her protection over marriages, childbirth, and household prosperity. Friday bears her name, Frigg's Day, honoring her throughout the week eternal. Archaeological evidence reveals spinning wheels and keys placed in women's graves, symbols of Frigg's domestic authority. Medieval Scandinavian cultures maintained her worship through festivals celebrating the winter solstice, when Frigg's light was said to return hope to the darkest days. Her influence persisted in folk magic, where women would invoke her name while spinning thread or weaving cloth, believing she would strengthen the bonds of family and home. Frigg remains one of Norse mythology's most complex figures, a goddess whose infinite love became both her greatest strength and her deepest tragedy. In her story, we find the eternal truth that even divine love cannot always prevent fate's cruel hand. Yet the attempt to protect those we cherish defines the very essence of devotion.